So last Friday, while I was getting butt raped by Michael Bay, Girl Meets World decided to premiere on Disney Channel, and so I missed it last weekend. Last weekend I kind of wanted to take a time for myself, so I was just going to give you the Transformers review. But now I have saw the premiere, and well, let's talk about it. Alright, so like I said, Girl Meets World premiere on Disney Channel, so I decided let's talk about this shit. So first of all, I'm going to get into some of the things I liked about the show, and then I'm going to get into some of the things I didn't like. Then we're going to get an overall feeling of how I felt about the show, and then yeah, we're going to see where it goes with this season, because I feel like it has potential, and I feel like it has places it could go, but there are some problems that do need to be addressed. But first of all, Corey is back, and he is back with a vengeance, man. I love it. Corey was a really important role in this episode, and he seems like he's going to be a really important role in this series, basically, because he's a teacher now, and so he's basically taking on the role that Feeny had. When Feeny came in, Feeny would give insight and light into all this stuff that was going on, but now it's going to be cool to see Corey give her advice into his life, how his advice with his life is going to feed into what she's dealing with, basically. And I love that Corey is back. Farkle, the dude Farkle, he was awesome. He was funny. He had some great comedic moments. He had some of that cheesy humor that Disney Channel just loves to put in the show. It worked with him, to be honest. He would just say stuff that was over the top, and it was pretty awesome. I liked Farkle. He was awesome. Oh yeah, it was also good to see the lady from Sister getting work. You know, she was in the subway. She had some comedic lines. I liked her. Now, some of the negatives. Honestly, the girls were a bit annoying to me. I couldn't relate to them. I couldn't connect to them. I couldn't see, you know, their perspective on life, because they just kept beating over the top of the head this world metaphor, I guess. I understand it's Girl Meets World, and I understand you want to beat it over our heads that Girl Meets World is a spinoff of Boy Meets World, but we didn't need you to beat it over our heads and tell us, oh, this is a spinoff of that show. We already knew. Unless the kids didn't know, unless the kids are like, who is this older dude and who is this lady? All these metaphors about the world. Why is all these metaphors about the world in this show? I understand that, but still, you didn't have to beat it over our heads, Disney Channel. And I think they did the arc with the main girl, her arc with her trying to find a different self, and her really finding out that the person that she is now is the person that she will always be. I think they did that arc way too quick. They should have arced that over during the season, so that's way we can get kind of the insight of what she's trying to be. I think, you know, handling it in this first episode was kind of stupid in my opinion. They could have handled that a lot better, that whole arc with her trying to be something better. You know, they could have handled that a lot better, to be honest. The show started to get cheesy dealing with that girl and the boy, and it started to have that Disney Channel cheese that I didn't like at all. It just started to get way too cheesy for me. I was just like, oh my god, will they just stop, please? Just let the humor flow. Don't just add all that Disney Channel stuff. This was written by the creator of Boy Meets World and obviously the creator of Girl Meets World, and it showed that Disney Channel had a lot of input in this pilot episode, and it showed that they wanted to just add that cheesy element. Of course, they want to appeal to kids, I get that, but they also want to make a good show, and that cheese element just wasn't needed at all. Overall, the pilot episode was mad. I didn't enjoy it as much as I wanted to. I wanted this to be like, oh yes, let's get back into this Boy Meets World scenario with a girl. Let's do this. I do want to see where they go with the series, because I do see some promising elements with the show. You know, Corey being the teacher, him being the Feeny perspective now, and then Farkle, he was awesome, but they need to make the girls a little bit more relatable in my opinion, and just get rid of all that cheese. So I want to see where the series goes, and hopefully we get something cool and new. So Girl Meets World, have you seen it? What did you think about it? Whatever you thought, hit the comments below. I'm Michael Woods, and you've just been off the grid.